Hi everyone. Thanks again for your patience earlier with the Facebook Live videos. I'm sorry they didn't work, but now I'm doing just a normal video that I'll upload, taking it way back. And yeah, so I wanted to give you guys an update on the Light for Limol campaign. I rode 24 miles this morning, with 20 with my team and 4 extra. Because 24 miles is what we have left for Light for Limol. As you know, I'm doing a 100-mile century ride, and I'm dedicating it to the village of Limol, where I do my linguistic research. And for every mile that I bike, I want to bring one solar lantern or a water roller to Limol to help the people there just, get through basic daily life, daily necessities. And I am so happy and shocked that just 1 week into this 4-week campaign, we already have 75% donated, which is just amazing. I'm really feeling very thankful. You are all very generous. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for talking about it. It's really made my week. So I know that the people in Limol will also appreciate and understand your generosity, because they themselves value generosity as one of the most important, I think, virtues in Ende culture. Some of you might have seen a documentary I made about Ende, about the people in Limol last year, and the documentary was about the word love in Ende, which is mokwang. In the documentary, I kind of talked a lot about how when you ask people what love means or what mokwang means, they say, if you love me, you'll give me something, and if I love you, I'll give you something. And it took me a while to kind of to understand why this transaction or transition of material goods was the quintessential act of love. And I found out later, as I lived in Limol, that the reason that this was such an important way of showing your love to somebody was because when you're living a day-to-day survival existence, giving somebody a yam, giving somebody a bucket of water, giving somebody a solar lantern is not just it's more than a gift. It's saving somebody's life. You're giving something that you need to survive, and you're giving it to them so that they can survive. So it's much less like giving somebody, here, a sandwich. It's more like passing somebody that needs a kidney and being like, yeah, I've got a kidney for you. I'm going to give that to you. That's how strong this word is, and what sharing means. And when the people in Limol, when they see somebody that doesn't have, that's going without, they share. When they meet a stranger on their road, they give them half of what's in their bag, and they really they understand that in order for the entire community to survive, they have to share with one another. And what that means for this campaign is that when we bring the 2 water rollers and the 40 solar lanterns to Limol, the first thing they're going to want to do is they're going to want to share that with their sister village, Malam, which is about a 2-hour walk away. The 2 villages both speak Ende. They both have about 300 people, and I know that the first thing that they're going to want to do is split up the generosity and share it between the 2 villages. So for that reason, I forgot to say this last week, but I'm going to be matching every single donation that comes in for Limol. That way we can bring twice the amount, and that way half can go to Malam and half can stay in Limol. So every single house has a light both in Limol and in Malam. I think that's really gonna make people there happy and feel valued and feel like their culture is being taken into account. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. And I wanted to share with you a little story about how solar lanterns can be even more useful than just seeing at night. So there's this woman who is a really important figure, a really important person to me. Her name is Auntie Musato. She took care of me and Grace on our first trip to Limol in 2015. She took care of me and all my friends in 2016 when we got there. She translated for us, she took care of us, she fed us, she taught us how to interact with people. She really helped us survive and be happy while we were in Limol, and I don't know if we could have done it without her. So last year, as we were leaving, our team was flying out of a nearby village to get back to the capital city, and Auntie Musato had to take a boat back. And the boat ride to get to the capital can take as short as 6 hours and as long as 3 days. And it was really dangerous at this time because she was riding on a canoe with about 20 men, her and her young son. And it's really unpredictable to know if the boat is going to make it all the way to Daru, if you get off the boat, is the boat going to leave without you? Is your seat, even if you've already paid for it, is it going to be given to somebody else? People get stranded and in really tough situations all the time, and we were really worried about her on this boat ride. And so right before she left, we were about to leave too, and so I gave her my solar lantern and I tucked it into her bag. And it wasn't until a few weeks later when we heard that she successfully made it to Daru. She told us the story about how she was on this canoe with 20 other guys, and was really worried about them leaving without her, or not taking her all the way to her destination. And the boat stopped for the night, and she and her son went off a little ways, and they used the solar lantern to make sure that the boat didn't leave without them. So they had that solar lantern that they were able to use all night just to make sure that the boat was still there. And when all the other men saw her and the solar lantern, they all came over to check it out and see what it was and how it worked. And they said, how did you get this? Where did this come from? What is it? And she looked at them and she said, this was a gift from a friend. A friend gave this to me. And instantly she was treated like a very important person on the boat. If she was a person that had a friend that could give her a solar lantern, then clearly she was someone of value. She was somebody very important, and her son made it all the way to Daru. And she tells this story very sheepishly, but what I want to say is that these solar lanterns can make a really big difference in people's lives. Not just being able to see, but just giving them a little something to have with them that shows that people care about them and people are thinking about them. So that's my story about Auntie Musato and the solar lantern. Thanks again. Please click on the link or share this video and help me get to 1,000 miles. We only have 24 more $1,000, 100 miles. We only have 24 miles, $240 to go. Every little bit counts, and thank you so much.